Do you think whole grains can only be served as a side dish? Think again. I love whole grains because they're so amazingly versatile. You can have them for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and even for dessert. Today, I'm going to introduce you to one of my favorite whole grain desserts. It's called Wheatberry Fools with Grand Marnier figs. It's from my book, Ancient Grains for Modern Meals. It's a creamy dessert with thick Greek-style yogurt, a little bit of cream, honey, a hint of cinnamon, and figs that have been plumped in Grand Marnier. I'm very excited because today we're using local wheat berries from 4-Star Farms in Northfield, Massachusetts. And this is how they look when they're raw, and this is how they look when they're cooked. And this is what's going to go in our dessert. I like to use leftover wheat berries for this dessert, and you cook them very easily. 1 cup wheat berries, 1 3/4 cups water, and you just simmer them for about 40-45 minutes. Very easy. The Wheatberry Fools are a dessert for adults only because of the nice kick of liquor. If you make this for kids, just use freshly squeezed orange juice. And so it's a very easy dessert. First, you start with dried figs. I like to use Greek figs or Turkish figs, and I want to make sure they're nice and supple when you buy them. You just feel that through the package. That's how I do that. And so you just add a little bit of liquor, and then you just stir it together. You make sure that the figs are nicely, finely chopped. That's important because it's for dessert. And you stir it in and let it sit for about 15 to 20 minutes and give it another stir or two as you prepare the dessert. So while the figs are plumping in the liquor, I'm preparing first the Greek yogurt mixture. So here we have nice, thick Greek yogurt. I like to use whole milk, but you can use 2%. Whole milk just gives very nice flavor. So that's my first choice here. And then a little bit of honey. Orange zest, and cinnamon. And so now we're just going to beat this together in a large bowl. You will see later why I'm using a large bowl from the start. So just make sure all the ingredients mix nicely. The honey, you want to have a liquid honey, obviously. And once this is done, you're just adding the wheat berries. No big technique here. It's just stirring together. Very easy. So the next step is we're just whipping some cream until it reaches the soft peak stage. And I'll explain that. But first, I'm just going to whip it a little bit. Basically, what I want is I want it to be slightly thickened before I add the honey. So this is what we're going to do. So it'll be another second. So and now we're going to basically wait until soft peaks form. You don't want to go beyond the soft peaks, ideally, because your dessert will be lighter for it. So I think we're there. Let's check. Yeah, this is nice. This is very good. So next step is I'm basically draining the figs and I'm reserving the juices because I want to use them for garnish. And so that's very easy. That's it. And what I'm also doing is I put a few of the figs aside right away, about 2 tablespoons. These will be used for garnish. I'll add the orange zest to it for more flavor, just a little bit. And so they have drained nicely. Let's put that aside. And I put the reserved juices with it, and that's all going to be used for garnish. So that you can put aside. Now we have the figs. The figs will be added now to the yogurt mixture, yogurt wheatberry mixture. So it's super easy. You just stir everything together. And now the last step is we have the whipped cream, softly whipped cream, and it has to be folded into the dessert. This is what makes it really nice and lofty and delicious. And you're going to do this in 3 stages. And you don't want to beat the cream in. That's the only thing. You just fold it in gently. And I'll show that here with the first third. So you basically do it in 3 steps. So this is about 1/3 of the mixture. And so all you do is you use a spatula or a wooden spoon, it doesn't matter, and you rotate your bowl. That way you can fold it in more efficiently. And you go nice and deep, and that's it. Usually I do less. Less is more in this case. So this is 1. And here again, very easy, nothing difficult. Again. Nothing complicated, and it's ready. That's your dessert essentially. It's really super easy and good. So we're just going to plate it now. So the last step is you just have to put it into your serving glass, and that's obviously very difficult. So this makes about 6 to 8 servings, depending on how much you eat. And then I like to chill this for 2 hours. You can make it up to 4 hours ahead. And then just before serving, you add a little bit of the garnish, so of the Grand Marnier figs on top, and a little bit of the juices. And that's it. That's your dessert, and it's good.